forgotten jewels of the British royal collection. Most people know the crown jewels, but not the ones the Queen kept quietly close. A sapphire tiara, born from scandal, bought in secret, then vanished after 2002. A brooch worn just 3 times, last seen on the Queen's shoulder in her final portrait, and diamond earrings that once framed Diana's wedding and reappeared at a royal gala decades later. These aren't just forgotten jewels, they're clues, messages, whispers from queens who ruled not just with crowns, but with carefully chosen sparkle. Let's dive into the forgotten but once loved jewels of the British royals. Pearl Brooch. One of the lesser-known jewels of Queen Elizabeth, Queen Victoria's 11 pearl brooch is a masterpiece of royal sentiment and legacy, featuring 8 luminous pearls in a diamond-studded embrace, with 3 soft pendants swaying beneath like silent echoes of a bygone age. Though Victoria wore it only once, it became a deeply personal jewel for Queen Elizabeth, the Queen Mother, who clung to it through her widowhood and wore it tenderly in her final public moments. After her mother's passing in 2002, Queen Elizabeth II inherited the brooch, not merely by law, but by quiet reverence. She unveiled it for the first time during her 2009 Christmas broadcast, a subtle yet poignant signal of continuity. It reappeared in 2016, gleaming softly on her shoulder as she addressed the nation once again. But then, there it was, one last time. In her final portrait taken at Windsor Castle in 2022, the Queen chose this very brooch. Why this one? Was it her way of whispering goodbye with history stitched to her heart? A mystery, perhaps, one forever captured in pearls and portrait. Kent Amethyst Parure. What if one of the Queen's most worn brooches held a secret link to mourning, power, and a forgotten duchess? A suite soaked in history, the Duchess of Kent's Amethyst Parure is no ordinary jewel. Crafted as a demi-parure, featuring a necklace, earrings, 3 brooches and hair combs, each piece glows with deep violet amethysts, both facetted and cabochon cut. The stones were beloved by the Duchess of Kent, mother to Queen Victoria, who wore them at her granddaughter's royal wedding in 1858. Queen Victoria later enshrined the set as a crown heirloom, though amethysts were long considered stones of mourning and calm, worn in solemn remembrance. Queen Alexandra, despite not favouring the gem, incorporated the necklace into her 1902 State Opening of Parliament gown. The Queen Mother occasionally wore the brooch with triple pendants during World War II. Yet, it's the pendantless brooch that became a signature for Queen Elizabeth II. Quietly powerful, endlessly elegant. Its deep purple gleam graced state visits, anniversaries and portraits, whispering tradition with every appearance. Francis Shand Kidd's diamond earrings. Crafted in a timeless antique setting, these majestic diamond earrings each cradle a central pear-shaped stone, haloed by 50 glittering diamonds. Though their origin is shrouded in mystery, whispers suggest they were part of the 1954 wedding gifts to the Honourable Frances Roche, later Frances Shand Kidd, mother of Princess Diana, but their quiet beginnings belie the royal drama they've seen. In 1981, a young Lady Diana borrowed them for her very first royal engagement, wearing them with that iconic black gown at Goldsmiths Hall. Months later, they shimmered beside the Spencer tiara on her wedding day at St Paul's Cathedral. Frances herself wore the earrings for family milestones, from Prince Harry's christening to Diana's funeral. After Frances's passing in 2004, the earrings were inherited by Lady Sarah McCorquodale, and in a striking turn, she withdrew them from the Diana exhibition to wear them at Prince William's wedding gala in 2011. Isn't it ironic these diamond earrings have adorned royalty, from Diana's fairy tale to her final farewell? Pakistani Turquoise Necklace. In 1966, during the only official Pakistani state visit to Britain since 1947, Queen Elizabeth II was presented with an extraordinary gift, a traditional South Asian Doladaha, a 2-row necklace of turquoise, seed pearls and gold by President Ayub Khan. This gesture was more than diplomatic, it was symbolic, rich with cultural identity and artistry. The Queen wore the necklace at a glittering gala, pairing it with Queen Mary's Lover's Knot tiara, an iconic fusion of East and West. Soon after, the Queen had the necklace shortened into a single strand and repurposed one pendant into earrings. The entire suite was passed to Princess Anne in the early 1970s, becoming part of her evening wardrobe, but since Royal Ascot 2007, the Pakistani Turquoise Necklace has vanished from public view, its stunning turquoise glints now lost in royal vaults, hidden, waiting to be resurfaced. King Faisal Diamond Necklace. Crafted by the legendary Harry Winston in 1952, the King Faisal Diamond Necklace is a masterstroke of symmetry and shimmer. It features an artful layering of baguette-cut diamonds in cascading rows, first a sleek band of baguettes, then a delicate rhythm of baguettes and brilliance, followed by intricate loops glinting with brilliance, and finally a dramatic finish of pear-shaped drops, altogether totaling a breathtaking 84 carats. Once a prominent royal treasure, this now overlooked necklace was gifted to Queen Elizabeth II by King Faisal of Saudi Arabia during his 1967 state visit. She debuted it in unforgettable style with the Vladimir Tiara at Claridge's. For decades it glittered at major state visits and royal galas from Saudi Arabia to Nepal. But perhaps the most captivating twist, it adorned Princess Diana in Sydney, 1983, and later Sophie, Countess of Wessex, revived it in Luxembourg, 2012. A forgotten jewel, quietly echoing the grandeur of a queen's golden years. Duchess of Gloucester, pendant earrings. Breathtaking in design, the Duchess of Gloucester's pearl earrings shimmer with regal complexity. Framed by elaborate diamond scrolls and ending in large pear-shaped pearls, these versatile earrings are actually modular, each part worn separately or together. A hidden element, once part of the original design, has since been detached and worn on its own. These jewels trace back to Princess Mary, Duchess of Gloucester, daughter of King George III, who passed them to her niece, Princess Mary Adelaide. She wore them to royal weddings and galas, often pairing just the pearl studs with tech tiaras. In 1947, Queen Mary gifted the top portion to Princess Elizabeth for her wedding, a deeply personal touch that adorned the future queen on her iconic day. For decades, Queen Elizabeth II paired the complete earrings with the Vladimir Tiara on state visits from Denmark to Morocco. Though unseen publicly since 2005, their dramatic elegance whispers through history, quietly waiting to reappear. But here's what most forget. In 2003, the Queen wore only the diamond scrolls, without the pearls, a ghost of grandeur, and perhaps a silent farewell to one of her most majestic heirlooms. Queen's Wedding Gift Bracelet. Among Queen Elizabeth II's lesser-known yet deeply cherished jewels lies the breathtaking wedding gift bracelet, a piece rooted in royal romance and historic upheaval. Its story begins in 1903, when Tsar Nicholas II gifted a stunning aquamarine parure to Princess Alice of Battenberg. Decades later, Alice's tiara was dismantled to create an engagement ring, and this extraordinary Art Deco bracelet for her future daughter-in-law Princess Elizabeth. Designed by Philip Antrobus under Prince Philip's direction, the bracelet features bold geometric diamond settings, radiating both strength and elegance. Worn frequently in her early reign, and notably for her Diamond Jubilee in 2012, it became a treasured emblem of her marriage. In a rare gesture, it was loaned to the Duchess of Cambridge for the Chinese state banquet in 2015. She wore it again at the diplomatic reception and the 2020 BAFTA Awards. Quiet appearances that signalled a deeper trust and a passing of legacy from one future queen to another. Belgian Sapphire Tiara. Featuring a breathtaking square-cut sapphire surrounded by scrolls of diamonds and smaller sapphires, the Belgian Sapphire Tiara is a masterpiece reborn. Originally a necklace owned by Princess Louise of Belgium, the scandal-plagued daughter of King Leopold II, it once shimmered on her décolletage in Viennese courts, paired with a crochet tiara, but after an affair, imprisonment and disgrace, Louise was forced to sell her jewels. The necklace vanished until 1963, Queen Elizabeth II quietly acquired it to match her George VI Sapphire Parure, transforming it into a regal tiara. It debuted during her 1965 state visit to Germany, and later dazzled in Pakistan, the Caribbean, and Claridge's return banquets. Though worn through the 90s, it mysteriously vanished from public view after the early 2000s. Is this sapphire stunner hidden in Windsor's vaults, or has it been passed to a new generation? Maple Brooch. Delicately sculpted in platinum and set with brilliant and baguette-cut diamonds, the diamond maple leaf brooch is a striking tribute to Canada, crafted by Asprey and Coyne in 1939. Its crisp, elegant lines mirror the national emblem it represents, but its story goes far beyond design. Commissioned by King George VI for Queen Elizabeth ahead of their royal tour of Canada, the brooch became a symbolic gesture of unity on the eve of war. Worn repeatedly throughout that tour, and later during World War II, it became quietly iconic. But here's what you don't know. This was one of the only jewels ever loaned by the Queen Mother during her lifetime, to her daughter, Princess Elizabeth, in 1951. Since then, the brooch has passed through generations, worn by Queen Elizabeth II on key Canadian moments, loaned to Catherine, Princess of Wales, during her tours, and most recently seen on Queen Camilla in her 2024 Canadian portrait. Subtle yet powerful, it remains one of the lesser-known jewels from Queen Elizabeth's collection, rich with diplomacy, memory, and meaning. Princess Diana Aquamarine Ring. The last jewel is our most favourite we wish would re-emerge within the British royal family. Princess Diana Aquamarine Ring. Crafted by Asprey, Princess Diana's aquamarine ring is a radiant marvel of mid-90s royalty, anchored by an emerald-cut aquamarine, flanked with solitaire diamonds on a bold yellow-gold band. Gifted by her dear friend Lucia Fletcher de Lima, the ring arrived in 1996, just as Diana stepped into a new chapter beyond the royal palace. She first unveiled it in Sydney with an electric blue Versace gown, then once more at the pre-Christie's auction party in 1997. Its clean lines, oceanic fire, and emotional timing earned it a quiet nickname, the Divorce Ring. After Diana's passing, the jewel vanished, until Meghan Markle wore it to a 2018 wedding reception. She wore it again in Tonga, and then at the 2022 Ripple of Hope Gala. But today the question lingers, is this heirloom still in Meghan's hands, or quietly waiting to shine again? That's it for now. Don't forget to comment below your favourite jewel from the video, and we'll be back soon with more amazing royal jewels. Till then, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and like this video for more content.